And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
First down, Raiders.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
At the end of the first quarter, with the score, Broncos 6, Raiders nothing.
Check two runners. Down to lose one. Shift. It's free. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Watch left. Me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. DeAndre Baker, the first corner chosen in this year's draft, there to make the play defensively.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Hey, you got 3 down.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. DK Metcalf hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Hey, we got Mike 50, yo. Watch the curl. Right. 50's the mic. Let's go, D. Tight it.
On 1st down, Moran. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a man open down the middle of the field. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3 down. Brings up 3rd and 9.
6-6, pull it high.
Mike 50. I don't think you got it, son.
To throw on 3rd down, Moran. And it's complete. Henry. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping them from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Back to throw. Moran. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Throwing on 1st down. Moran. Airing one out for Boyd. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Right back to him on 1st down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
Ready. What's left? Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
On second down, it's Williamson. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Let's go now. Keep the Pittsburgh. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. Okay. Back. He's checking. Crash.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. Going for Metcalf on the deep. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
That throw good for 4. It's second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Going down the middle, and it's complete. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On first down, Hickman. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
To throw on second down, Moran dancing to his left. He finds the edge. It's complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it, and he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Jackson. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. DK Metcalf, as the first half is winding down, and the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point safely through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
We got this. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete. He's got Lynch out of the backfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This one taken from the 7. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On 2nd and 12, Jackson. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left. And got his man complete. A big play that time for the Raiders. 41 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Ready, ready. Hey, check 24, check 24.
Now a handoff looking right. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Hey, check back 11, check back 11. Get that quarterback D-line. Get that quarterback D-line.
Jackson throwing on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. Now they try the right side here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
Brings up 3rd down.
Ready? Right. Check back 11. I know he ain't got it. Check back 11.
From the gun, Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Love the effort there. I mean, to get a field goal block in this situation because they knew what was going on. They give up those 3 points there. It's now a 2-possession game.
Yeah, that really changes the complexion here in the second half, doesn't it?
It really does, and now you give your team a more than a fighting chance and a little momentum. Terrific job by them setting the tone and picking up their defense.
On 1st and 10, Moran flush to his right. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A big play there with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2.
Go.
Operating from the gun, Moran. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A 3rd quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe 1st or 2nd, you don't? I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points.
Yeah.
But I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
At the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Watch one. Quit talking about it. And wait a minute. Spurs, Slaver, no. Watch the eye. Kill.
Jackson now, throwing on 3rd and long. Being chased out left. Going deep. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. John Ross, 77 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Second and 2. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A big play there. 58 yards as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. This time the extra point up and good. And the lead is down to 2. Oh, it's only a 1-score game. 3rd quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel, but they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Now a handoff looking right. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Broncos' 24-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 2nd down now. It's Williamson, and this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5.
Switch.
From the gun, Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. DK Metcalf, 26 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
The Broncos take over first and 10.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before.
This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. As they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Point after try forthcoming. And the lead is down to 2.
Next to score, Raiders 28, Broncos 26.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This will be taken very short.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brings up second and 8 at the 26-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Check. Check out. Hot.
Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter.
Let's go. Check the outlook. Tighten up. Pull it together.
49, check 49, check 49.
22, check cover. 22, check cover.
And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Raiders on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Big air.
To throw is Jackson, operating from the gun, flushed out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. He's going to float this over the middle deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 66 yards. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. From 8 yards out. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like that memory was a little too long there.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check 52.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Let's go.
Now they try the right side here. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Eluding the pressure right. Going for Metcalf. He's got it at the 15. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Meanwhile here, a run on 1st down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson escaping the pressure right. This is caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Watch the run. They're running it. Kill, kill, kill.
They'll try to run this one in, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
He's coming, he's coming.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Jump, 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 jump.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Hey, check. Check back 11. Hey, check back 11. Check back 11. Now watch one. Hey, check.
On 4th down, Jackson. And no, it's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Broncos will take over on downs.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs.
Let's go now. 15, Ronnie. 15 line.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Come on,
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, we got 3 down.
Now.
The win for the Broncos, seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for the Broncos, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Oakland, they'll drop to 10-4 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gotw. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle Show.